Overview of feminist movements, and Islam and the feminist movements. First wave of feminisms. Origin, time and context. Late 19th to early 20th century, US, UK. Main theme, legal equality, especially voting rights. Key proponents: Mary Wollstonecraft, Emmeline Pankhurst, Susan B. Anthony. Objectives: women's suffrage, property rights, legal identity. Successes: secured voting rights in many countries. Failures: focused mainly on white, middle-class women, excluded minorities. Critical analysis: important foundation, but lacked inclusivity and intersectionality. Second wave of feminisms. Origin, time and context, 1960s to 1980s, West, post-World War II era. Main theme, social, economic, and reproductive rights. Key proponents: Simone de Beauvoir, Betty Friedan, Gloria Steinem. Objectives: workplace equality, reproductive rights, anti-discrimination laws. Successes: legal reforms, Title X, Roe v. Wade, awareness of gender roles. Failures: ignored issues of race, class, and global feminism. Critical analysis: expanded focus beyond legal rights, but remained Western-centric. Third wave of feminisms. Origin, time and context, 1990s to 2000s, reaction to second wave. Main theme, individual identity, diversity, intersectionality. Key proponents: Bell Hooks, Rebecca Walker, Judith Butler. Objectives: redefining feminism, inclusion of race, LGBTQ+ rights. Successes: brought inclusiveness, challenged gender norms. Failures: fragmentation, lack of unified goals. Critical analysis: valuable for inclusivity, but often lacked cohesion and activism impact. Fourth wave of feminisms. Origin, time and context, 2010s present, digital activism. Main theme, individual identity, online activism, gender justice, #MeToo, body positivity, diversity, intersectionality. Key proponents: Tarana Burke, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, influential voices. Objectives: end sexual harassment, promote digital empowerment, equality across gender spectrums. Successes: global awareness, viral campaigns, legal action in some cases. Failures: performative activism, cancel culture, digital divide. Critical analysis: strong influence through social media, but impact often remains limited to awareness rather than policy. Islam and the feminist movements. Feminist movements, advocacy of equal rights for men and women, started in the year 1848 when women gathered in New York in demand of voting rights. Later on, its scope has been increased to social, economic, and political spheres. Feminist movements are divided into four parts: demanding voting rights, political representation and education in the first wave, 1848 to 1920, gender equality and eliminating violence in the second wave, 1960 to 1990, legal reforms and progressiveness in the third wave, 1990 to 2000, an end to decimation in fourth wave, 2008 present. Mary Wollstonecraft, in 1972, entitled as the founder of feminism as she advocated for women education and civil rights through her writings, but history has ignored the cruelty of mankind about 1200 years ago when they buried their daughters alive. It was the Holy Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, who has declared this practice illegal and promise heaven for those who raised their daughters well and termed daughters, God gift. Islam is often labeled as anti-feminist while it goes ignored that the first financier was Hazrat Khadija, R.A., and first martyr was Hazrat Sumaya, R.A. Similarly, history ignored the leadership role, demand of first wave, of Hazrat Zainab binte Ali during Karbala. Women were also the part of decision-making took place at Al-Aqaba and also accompanied men at wars. The Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, worked for Hazrat Khadija, R.A., as a tradesman. This indicates the Holy Prophet, PBUH, support for business women and gender equality, the foremost demand of second feminist wave. Amongst the demands in third wave was gender neutrality in speech and writings. Worthy notice, that Quran revealed, 1400 years ago, is totally gendered natural. It generally addresses, Ya Ayyuhan Nas, translating to, O humans. Similarly, the Quran commenced with the word, read, and discussed paper and pen right after. It has necessitated the believer to learn and says, could those who don't know be equal to those who know? The Holy Prophet, PBUH, in a gender-neutral saying made it mandatory for every believer to obtain knowledge. Islam holds women in high esteem. The Holy Prophet, PBUH, says that Allah has sent revelations wahi to the mother of Moses and the mother of Jesus. The Holy Prophet descendants be traced by his daughter Fatima, to whom he stands in respect. For a mother, the Prophet, PBUH, said heaven lies beneath her feet. For a daughter, the Prophet, PBUH, promised heaven. For a wife, the Holy Prophet, PBUH, said to men that the best amongst you those who are the best to their wife. Islam is the first religion who granted inheritance rights to women. The Prophet, PBUH, in his last address prohibits decimation on the basis of class, creed or color. This has been in the charter of demand of the black feminism. Therefore, it has no denied from the fact that Islam has coined the feminist ideas.